Namaskar. Welcome to Vision of Asia. I'm Kala Shankar. Today, on Sunday, October 28, 2018, in our special weekly one-hour edition of Vision of Asia, here are the highlights. The GSPC Durga Puja Utsav 2018 in Jersey City. Share and Care's 36th Annual Gala. The Umiya Dham Garba in New Jersey. The 20th Grand Dushahra Festival in Edison. The Diwali Mela in Seacaucus, New Jersey. Understanding recent policy changes and their effect on South Asian communities. And the Edison Township Chamber of Commerce's 19th Annual Architect of the Year Award. We will return with details on those stories and more after this short break to appreciate our sponsors. The Garden State Puja Committee, or GSPC, is a non-profit organization that promotes charitable, educational, and cultural activities in India and Bengal. GSPC held their 37th Durga Utsav 2018 at the William L. Dickinson High School in Jersey City on October 20th and 21st. This was their annual fundraising event to support Karma at GSPC initiatives. Last Saturday was Global Ektara, which for the first time in America brought 7-star performers onto a single stage. That performance was led by Bonnie Chakraborty of Crosswinds fame, and the band featured famous folk singers Karthik Das Baul and Usri Banerjee. Keshav Iyengar on bass, Cactus Ace guitarist Ratul Roy, Sudipto Paul on keyboards, and drummer Gabu of Lucky Chara. On Sunday, October 21st, contemporary singer Somlata, who has sung in over 30 Bengali movies, performed with the Aces Band. Here are some highlights.
Om Shri Vishnu Narayanaaya Namaha. Esha Sachandana Gandha Pushpa. Om Namah Shivaya Namaha. Esha Sachandana Gandha Pushpa. Om Namah Jaya Durga Namaha.
As you can see behind me is the Durga idol. We are doing the puja for the 37th year. This is the 37th year of the puja. So the organization Garden State Puja Committee started in 1980s. Some very enthusiastic and excited people, some Bengali people, they came over here from India and they settled here. And the main purpose to start this organization was to, retain our culture, retain our heritage, and pass it through to our next generation.
Om Hang Hridayai Namaha. Om Hroim Kavachaya Hum. Om Hom Netrattai Vashat.
So that's how the organization was formed, Garden State Puja Committee. We started the puja, and the main purpose, another main purpose for us, or our mission, as you can say, is karma. So we call it karma. We have an initiative which is to get some proceedings from the puja and from some other fundraising event, and those proceedings we actually pass it on to some organizations back in India, and those organizations are mainly working for children in need. So our mission is to work for the children in need. So there are some organizations in India like Godadhar Pathshala from Ramakrishna Mission. They actually have a school running for the children who do not have financial background or do not have enough money to continue their education. So we try to provide as much support as we can from here. So we do perform the puja for 2 days, Saturdays and Sundays here. So yesterday was Saptami and Ashtami, and today will be Navami and Dashami. One other important thing to mention here is the idol that you can see here. that was brought from India, Kumartuli. So in Calcutta, as you guys know probably, that Kumartuli is the place where they build the idol, the Durga idol, and all the idols. So we brought it all the way from India in 2014. So we keep it here in the store. We do the puja every year, and then after 5 or 6 years or 7 years, we will change and get a new one from India again. And this is very important to retain our culture, retain our heritage, and try to be in sync with whatever is happening in India as far as puja is concerned, as far as culture is concerned, and that's how we try to maintain it. We do, as I said earlier, we do actually perform all the rituals, and the puja is done in pure Sanskrit, and all the mantras that are part of the puja that is there in India, that in India or in Calcutta, specifically in Calcutta, during Durga Puja, the Pandits, the Purohits, they perform exactly the same way we do it here.
Founded in 1982 in New Jersey, the nonprofit organization Share and Care Foundation creates opportunities for women and children living in poverty in India. On Saturday, October 20th, the Share and Care Foundation held its 36th annual fundraiser at the Bergen Academy's auditorium in Hackensack, New Jersey. The grand musical event featured the songs of the renowned lyricist and poet Padma Bhushan Shri Javed Akhtar. The funds raised from the event will go towards education, healthcare, and women empowerment projects in rural India. During the concert, Padma Bhushan Javed Akhtar was accompanied on stage by Hindi film playback singers Janvi Srimankar and Raman Mahadevan. Take a look.
How does it feel, and why choose to work with Javed ji this year in order to help mobilize Share and Care more?
At Share and Care, we have to be very, very careful in understanding the current needs and how we can uplift people's lives. Bottom line, perfect humanity. And humanity is something which is not going to be coming by force. It is coming with love, with affection. We are fortunate that our friends are in this journey of love together. And because of that, people like Javed Saab, Shabana ji, they always come to help out Share and Care. Here today we are raising, say, close to $700,000. But that is one aspect. Second aspect, to continue to bring people and continue them on the path of humanity.
Give our viewers a little insight into what's happening on the youth side of Share and Care, and what are you excited the most about for today?
Okay, so again, like you said, I'm the chair of the Young Professional Committee, and basically what we do is we're going to be putting on an event in New York City next year in 2019, so there's still time to get involved if you want to get involved. And it's going to be an event focusing on getting our age people, like 21 to 40, pretty much involved with the organization that we grew up around. And so the event is going to be just like this party and pretty much having fun while also giving back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take any further time, and it is my proud privilege to give you one and only Javed Akhtar.
You are at this place because your hearts are at the right place. What Care and Share is doing is really extremely respectable, and it really touches Shabana and me. And we have always offered our services because you know what happens if 10 people are in a problem and they help each other. It's understandable, it's highly appreciable. But when someone himself or herself is home safe and dry, is doing well, has all the comforts and securities, even at that time, and in this situation, if that person is bothered about some fellow human beings who are not as fortunate as he or she is, that is even more respectable. I know our Indian fraternity is doing so well here. All of you make us proud in India. We know that you have excelled in whatever you have done here. But in spite of all that you have, and all the luxuries and comforts and securities, if your heart aches for those people who are not as fortunate as you are, I salute that. Wonderful, great.
The money, as you know, that's raised tonight goes to help those in need in India, both for education, for healthcare, for vaccinations, for microloans, for businesses, so people can get a real start. Many people, as you know, in India have a great need, but they have not and don't have a lot of opportunities, and this provides them with opportunities. And we had a great songwriter here tonight who composed so many songs, and some of them were sung by some great singers. And they're like ballads. They're really beautiful songs. So we're thoroughly enjoying the evening, but it's all for a good cause. Thank you.
First, I would call Dr. Sudha and Sudhir Parikh. Dr. Sudhir Parikh, MD, is philanthropist, community leader, and allergy specialist. And in 2010, he was awarded Padma Shri by Government of India. And also, he was the recipient of the Ellis Island Medal of Honor in 2005. He's the chairperson and publisher of Parikh Worldwide Media, running several publications in Gujarati and English. Dr. Parikh is also leading allergist and has received acclaim in field of allergy. Recently, he has acquired ITV Gold TV. Dr. Sudha Parikh, who is here, she's an anesthesiologist and supportive of all his activity. Sudhir Parikh is not here, so award goes to right now receiving Sudha. I come from a family where my father, my grandfather's mother and father, her father and his father, all of them were poets. My maternal uncle was a major poet. So चारों तरफ poetry थी. By the time I was 12, I remembered hundreds of couplets. By the time I was 16, thousands of couplets. Even today I can recite other people's poetry, not my own, for a few hours. मगर मैंने पोइट्री कभी लिखी नहीं थी. तो अभी आप गाना सुनेंगे तो आप देखिएगा कि जो शुरू में म्यूजिक है और शुरू में जो मेल वॉइस में हमिंग है, उस ट्यून में कर्व है. कुछ ऐसा है, आप लोगों से माफी मांग के. इनकी पहली ही ट्यून मैंने बदलवा दी थी अपनी गलती से. तो ये गाना आप सुनिए और बहुत गौर से सुनिएगा कि जब ये रमन हम करेंगे तो उसमें वो कर्व है, और जब वो गाएंगे तो ट्यून ज़रा सी चेंज की गई इन वर्ड्स के लिए. और आई एम थैंकफुल टू देम. मगर शायद उन्होंने भी सही फैसला किया कि इतने बरसों के बाद भी आज ये गाना लोगों को याद है. शायद उन शब्दों के साथ ना याद होता. सुनिए सर.
देखा एक ख्वाब तो ये सिलसिले हुए, दूर तक निगाह में खिलखिले हुए. देखा एक ख्वाब तो ये सिलसिले हुए, दूर तक निगाह में खिलखिले हुए.
ये गिला है आपकी निगाहों से, फूल भी हो दरमियां तो फासले हुए.
देखा एक ख्वाब तो ये सिलसिले हुए, दूर तक निगाह में खिलखिले हुए.
It's a pleasure to be a part of such a prestigious project. I heard about Share and Care through Ketki and the other members, Sharad Bhai,
Right.
and they are doing some exemplary work all over the world, especially in India, back home, for our countrymen, for the people of India, and it feels proud to be associated with something like this. And of course, it's a pleasure, it's my fortune to be working with Javed Saab for the very first time. And I'm very excited, looking forward for this evening, and I hope everybody has a great time.
तो वो LP एक लेके आए, वहाँ लगाया गया, उससे बजाया, तो उसमें एक आवाज़ आई, बात निकलेगी तो फिर दूर तक जाएगी। और सच्ची बात है कि बात बहुत दूर तक गई, इसलिए कि जगजीत सिंह मैं समझता हूँ दुनिया का एक सिंगर है कि जिसने 30-35 साल अपना हर एल्बम कामयाब किया। देखिए इस तरह के रिकॉर्ड्स आपको यू विल फाइंड सच रिकॉर्ड्स इन दिस पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ऑल्सो, लेकिन वो स्पेन 35 साल का नहीं मिलेगा आपको, 30 साल का, 3 डिकेड, 3.5 डिकेड तक ये आदमी ने जो एल्बम बनाया है वो सक्सेसफुल हुआ है।
आज भी दिल ने एक तमन्ना की, आज भी दिल ने एक तमन्ना की, आज भी दिल को हमने समझाया, आज भी दिल को हमने समझाया, जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया, तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया।
It's now time for a short break. We will return with more Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. The Garba dance form, which originated in the state of Gujarat, is traditionally performed during the 9-day Hindu festival of Navratri, when Mother Goddess Durga is worshipped. The Umiya Parivar, a non-profit organization which started in 2016, has a new temple in New Jersey. Umiya Dham celebrated their 2nd annual Navratri with Garba and Ras. Here's some glimpses of that event.
Umiya Parivar started 2016 and all basically Kadwa Patida community, and this is a like heart of the Oak Tree Road is temple, and temple provided like a service for the community hall, and is temple opening in the August, is a new temple coming, big temple, is capacity like almost like a 2,000 people you can enjoy with the Aarti, Puja, everything in the temple inside, and basically like this temple behind its purpose to help you out the community is completely non-profit organization, and more people involved this help temple to also. That's why I request to everybody in the surrounding area, this is not Kadwa Patida temple, this is all Hindu temple, and please join with the Hindu temple and come. And this is like a big project, is like almost like $14 to $15 million projects. This building boarded like 70,000 square feet. And this is starting the renovation right now and making it like double story to single story building. It's one side doing the temple like 20,000 square feet, and other side like after a couple of years is starting like 20,000 square feet community hall.
And this today is one of the 8th day of Navratri that we are celebrating. This is our 2nd year of Navratri we celebrating here, and we will have a big celebration. I'm inviting everybody from now. Please join us and enjoy and pray our Mata, Umiya Mata. Umiya Mata ki Jai.
around August or September 2019, we're going to have big Pran Pratishtha with like 70,000 square foot Umiya Mataji temple. Pran Pratishtha Mato, please join with us and support this temple. Jai Umiya Mataji. Thank you.
Very beautifully, and as you see, we are having 600 to 700 people every day, and the temple is providing the free food, the free entry, and we do not charge anything in the heart of the Edison, New Jersey.
Dushahra is a Hindu festival that celebrates the victory of good over evil. Indo-American Festivals Incorporated, a non-profit organization, held their 20th annual Dushahra festival at Lake Papianni Park in Edison, New Jersey. The activities at the festive event included the burning of a 20-foot-tall effigy of Ravana, spectacular fireworks, a cultural program, a Ram Leela, rides for children, arts and crafts stalls, and of course, plenty of food. Here are some highlights.
सौभाग्य है कि मैं आज 11वां शो प्रस्तुत कर रही हूँ और ये नवरात्रि के दिन चल रहे हैं। हम सिखाते हैं बच्चों को कि राम की महिमा क्या है, रावण की महिमा क्या है, कैसे ईगो ने रावण का अहंकार को खत्म किया। और आज हज़ारों में लोग यहाँ पर आए हैं, कम से कम 20-25 हज़ार में आराम से देख सकती हूँ। इतनी ठंड होने के बावजूद भी अमेरिका में हम सेकंड जनरेशन के बच्चों को सिखा रहे हैं हमारी संस्कृति। ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। बस इसी को आगे रखते हुए मैंने रामलीला का मंचन किया और हमेशा करती रहूँगी। भगवान श्री राम का आशीर्वाद मेरे साथ है। इस रामलीला में 1 साल के बच्चे से लेकर तो 50 साल तक के लोगों ने काम किया है। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि हम सारे प्रोफेशनल्स को हम प्रोफेशनल्स पीपल है, वी ऑल आर IT people and we come and do all this event and it's only because of we believe in God, we believe in His positivity. Thank you so much.
नाटक मत कर, सूट न खा। और क्या हुआ? क्या चाहिए?
Ramayana is as much about Ram as it is for Ravan. Ravan, who was the king, demon king, he was very educated, he was very wealthy, and he was one of the mightiest king. But one sin, only single sin, that is arrogance, that killed his whole family and annihilated whole entire generation and his whole kingdom. We need to learn from his life that if a single voice can ruin the whole generation, what it can do with us. That is something that we need to learn from the life of Raman.
हम विश्व विजेता हैं, हम शासक हैं, हम राक्षस हैं, हम राक्षस हैं, राक्षस हैं, राक्षस हैं। रावण हूँ, रावण हूँ, रावण हूँ।
Every part of it was really educational for the young kids, and I'm really fortunate to be a part of this Ram Leela.
I think it's very important that we organize events like this, because unlike us, we grew up in India and we just got all this information, all the culture, all the values just by benefit of being there. But for our kids, I think we owe it to them to organize events like this, so they come here and they learn about our values, about our culture. This is the best way we can actually pass on our values to our next generation. So I'm really glad that the Ram Leela Academy here has been doing this, and I'm very, very thankful to Varsha for being such entrepreneur to kind of create this kind of an event. And all of us have been really excited. We worked very hard to do this, and we feel very blessed that almost 10,000 people came here today to witness this. We hope they really enjoyed. Thank you.
ये तो तुम्हारे भैया का स्वर लगता है वो संकट में है।
नहीं हो सकता, अवश्य कोई माया है। भाभी आप अंदर चलिए।
अरे तुम्हारे भैया संकट में तुम्हें पुकार रहे हैं और तुमको माया सूझ रही है। जाओ देखो जाकर।
नहीं भाभी, भैया उस संकट में असंभव। मैं जाता हूँ, लेकिन आपको सुरक्षित करके। भाभी, अब ये कुटी मंत्रबद्ध है। कुछ भी हो जाए, आप इस रेखा से बाहर मत निकलिएगा।
I mean, as you can see, like we are in a total makeup, a lot of things or on our head and all those things, dress and all. So it's kind of a work. Like we are doing the practice for last around 2 months, Saturday, Friday, and all those things. We are spending around hours doing the practice together. And it's great to have this moment. Great to see around 10,000 people crowd here, spreading our culture, demonstrating what true India is. I'm very happy to be proud to be of this show, and thank you so much.
And this is a really great initiative taken by Varsha Naik to spread our culture in our younger generation. Thanks. Jai Shri Ram.
How are you guys doing? बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है। हम तो दशहरा के फेस्टिवल में आए, इतनी शॉपिंग हो रही है, रामलीला चल रहा है, पूरे मज़े उठा रहे हैं। I'm so thankful to the community who has organized and put it all together. And I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, and today we are celebrating Dushahra. Dushahra is one of the biggest festivals for Indians. And abhi Ravan phukne wala hai, and we are all waiting. And there's so many people around here. It's such a good crowd. And we can see the Ram Leela also. Every year we always come here to see Ram Leela, and we want kids to know our culture also. And you know, the food is amazing, and the stalls are amazing. We had bought so many things. We had done a lot of shopping here. Yeah, shopping bazaar is there, and I can see a lot of Americans also here, because they know that Indians are full of festivities. You know, they always enjoy their festivals, so they are also part of this. And this is something amazing to see, that all the crowd, it has become a cosmopolitan rather than just being Indian. It's like all the cultures, all the people all over the world.
So रावण जो है वो बुराई माना जाता है, और राम जो है वो अच्छाई माना जाता है। तो अच्छाई की आज बुराई पर जीत हो रही है। सो वी वांट एवरीवन कि अपने मन की अच्छाई को बाहर निकालें और उसको जिताएं।
वर्षा जी, आपका थैंक यू। आपने इतने संयोग से ये रामलीला की है। वी आर वेरी हैप्पी विद यू एंड विद योर स्टाफ एंड विद द चिल्ड्रन। I really appreciate from my bottom of my heart. Thanks a lot, and thank you everybody.
You are watching Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back after these messages. Diwali, the Festival of Lights, is one of the most popular Hindu festivals. Diwali spiritually symbolizes the victory of good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. The Indian caucus of Seacaucus, New Jersey recently held a 9th annual Diwali Mela in Bachmalar Park in Seacaucus. There was a cultural dance program, vendors that featured art, jewelry, clothing, and cuisine. Here's a report.
Welcome to the Seacaucus Diwali Mela. मैं क्या कहूँ, सुबह तो बारिश थी, बादल थे, अचानक से सूरज निकल आया और देखिए कितना सुंदर माहौल हो रखा है। और आज के यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को देख के तो मैं दंग रह गई हूँ। नन्हे नन्हे से बच्चे इतनी ब्यूटीफुल डांसेस कर रहे हैं, इतना मीठा गा रहे हैं। सो ITV पर कुछ झलकें देख लीजिए आज के Seacaucus के दिवाली मेले की। Enjoy your day as much as we all are. Thank you so much.
That's right, guys. Clap those hands for me. Just clap those hands. Just clap those hands. Clap, clap. Here we go.
Oh, नीवी नीवी आंखों को झुका के रख ले, गोरे गोरे गालों को छुपा के रख ले। ओ नीवी नीवी आंखों को झुका के रख ले, गोरे गोरे गालों को छुपा के रख ले। ऐਵੇਂ करी ना की, ऐਵੇਂ करी ना की, ओ ऐਵੇਂ करी ना किसे दे नाल प्यार। मुंडिया तो बच के रही, तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार, मुंडिया तो बच के रही, तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार, मुंडिया तो बच के रही।
And we're really enjoying it here. What about you guys?
Dance performances are really great.
It's an exceptional one. I mean, so many Indians here. This is really a good thing. Really glad that there is some sponsorship.
This is my cousin Yadras, and we both started a non-profit called My Side Vine.
So our non-profit helps kids that can't afford to get an education in countries like India and Africa, as well as the United States itself. Any amount of donation is helpful. You can visit our website at myfindmind.org. And Happy Diwali! Happy Diwali!
South Asian American Women, or ISAAW, is an organization with a mission to empower and educate South Asian American women to have a greater voice in our communities while increasing awareness on civic issues so that South Asian American women will have increased involvement in public service. ISAAW held Immigration 2018, Understanding Recent Policy Changes and Their Effect on South Asian Communities. The event, which was held earlier this month, was held at the Eagleton Institute of Politics at Rutgers University. The panel of experts held an informative discussion on topics that included the separation of Hindi and Punjabi-speaking children from their families detained in Washington state, implications on South Asian domestic violence survivors seeking asylum, the impact of the Muslim travel ban on South Asian Americans, and the denaturalization of citizens and deportation of green card holders.
Hi, my name is Nadia Hussain. I'm here with Inspiring South Asian American Women. One of the big issues that we're seeing impacting South Asian women in our community right now is the issue of revoking H-4 work authorization. So H-4 is a dependent visa. When someone comes to America on H-1, they have a visa to do work. Their spouse often comes on H-4. And before, they weren't able to do any kind of work, but there were a lot of activists that worked very hard to get some work so that people on H-4, on this dependent visa, would be able to make some money, contribute to our economy. And this was a great victory. And this was something that definitely impacted a lot of South Asian, Indian, American, Pakistani, Bangladeshi communities.
With a family from Bangladesh. They were in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and it's very similar to what you said. The father he always went to his immigration check-ins, never missed it. He had just gone to a check-in with his wife. He was going on his way to work, and immigration agents posed as, they said, oh, we're from an employment agency, knocked on his door, couldn't find it, but they picked him up on his way to work. He had 3 children. One was a citizen who was 11 years old, one was a DACA recipient, and one was an undocumented minor. And he, again, just picked up within 2 weeks. There was before you'd be held for sometimes months, and now it's kind of all over the place. So he got deported within 2 weeks. His family had no idea where it was. It was very clandestine and very scary. I mean, literally, he was gone. They could barely talk to him. They had no idea where he was. Then he was in Louisiana. Then he was in Colorado. Then he was gone back to Bangladesh. And the child, the 11-year-old, he had already had severe asthma, but had been gone for years. He had been off a nebulizer. He ended up back in the hospital just from not being able to breathe. He wasn't sleeping. He was already kind of underweight. He was not eating. His mother would call me crying, saying, my child's not eating. And then because of that stress, she ended up in the hospital. They actually both ended up in the emergency room. And the family actually ended up leaving for Bangladesh because they were so afraid that the mother would also get detained in a similar fashion.
So today's conversation on immigration opened up people's eyes on the need to be civically engaged. It's incredibly important for every person in the South Asian community and beyond to speak on behalf of all communities to make sure that every single human being is treated with the dignity and respect that they deserve. The immigration laws have been problematic for a very long time, and immigration enforcement in this country has been problematic for a very long time. President Obama, people might know this, deported more people than any other president in the history of our country. And the ACLU filed lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits against the Obama administration. But the immigration laws have been fluid and changing and evolving over time. So, when I talk to some community groups, people say, they're okay with legal immigration, but not okay with illegal immigration. They're okay with people that are documented and are here properly, but aren't okay with people that cheat and are undocumented. But my response to them is that, it may feel like there's a right way and a wrong way to get into this country, but really that has evolved from generation to generation. It wasn't that long ago, and maybe over 100 years ago now, but it wasn't all that long ago in the history of the world where the first immigration law in this country was called the Chinese Exclusion Act, right? We proactively excluded people from East Asia in order to enter into the United States.
I think one of the most inspirational aspects was just getting involved, hearing people's different stories to see how we all connect in different ways, despite the differences that we have, that somehow there's always a similarity within communities, that together we can make a difference. So I think one of the most inspiring things was that even though all these things are happening, there is something that we can do and we can voice ourselves and make a change.
Right now, statistically, the Migration Policy Institute has said that over 71,000 spouses of H-1B visa holders in early 2017 were issued, and now these visas, about 40% at least, are Indians. So now the way that these women are affected when it comes to domestic violence is that not only are they financially abused already most of the time before. So a lot of women who face domestic violence within the South Asian community, you're not only affected in immigration, but also financially. So when the opportunity is taken away for women to even work, now they're constricted to be completely dependent on the abuser.
The issue that I discussed was children in detention centers, and they don't belong in jails. They belong going to school. They shouldn't be scared of deportation. They should be worried about their homework.
And we're very happy to have this panel on immigration policy changes and how those changes affect the South Asian community. I think we learned today that, you know, immigration status in this country, there's a lot of different changes that can sort of negatively impact the South Asian community. I think it's so important to spread the word in the community that indeed this can affect many of us, and that, you know, our neighbors, our friends, our families are impacted. So I think the takeaway in talking about this immigration policy changes, the question was asked, what can we do? And I think one of the biggest takeaways is we can have our voices heard, get out there, get active, and most of all, vote on November 6th. Have your voices heard. Make sure that you advocate for a community and advocate for those that can't advocate for themselves. Thank you.
You are watching Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. The program continues right after these messages. Stay with us. The 19th annual meeting and awards reception of the Edison Township Chamber of Commerce was held on October 16th. The reception, which was held at the Pines Manor this year, honors individuals and businesses that have made a difference in the lives of Edison residents. Attendees included President of the Chamber, Joe Coyle, Chairman of the Chamber, Art Cifelli, Assemblywoman Nancy Pinkin, and Middlesex County Freeholder Kenneth Armwood. This year, Paritosh Kumar received the Architect of the Year award. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Assemblywoman Nancy Pinkin, and I'm here today with the Edison Chamber of Commerce and Joe Coyle, and we had a great night celebrating many honorees. Joe, what do you want to say a few words about this?
Yes, well, first, Assemblywoman, I appreciate your time coming out to support us. On behalf of the honorees, the Board of Directors, and our Chamber, we're so thrilled to have these great stories here in Edison, so what a good night. Happy it's over myself, and I'm looking forward to see my grandson.
We are extremely proud and excited to be the recipient of this very prestigious award. Thank you to Edison Township and the Chamber for your ongoing support, your collaboration, and your sense of commitment. And together, the JCC and the Township of Edison look forward to working together, creating positive impact in all the programs, activities, and events that we have to offer to our wonderful Edison.
Thank you guys for this amazing award. On behalf of the entire Edison Police Explorers, we'd like to thank you for this award, and I would just like to say we wouldn't be able to do this without our amazing advisors and our amazing members that help us. And we do a lot of community service events, and we take a lot of time and effort and put it back into the community, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the help of you guys and without the help of our members. So once again, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the freeholders here in Middlesex County, I want to thank you for what you do to make Middlesex shine. We are the second largest county in the state of New Jersey. We're actually population-wise larger than the state of Alaska, but we're the best county in the land. So I want to thank you. It's my privilege to give out the Student of the Year award. Students are no longer these young people are no longer the future. Young people are the present. If you don't believe me, try setting up your entertainment system or operating a remote control. The young lady who I'd like to introduce to you has been a Girl Scout for 12 years. She's actually been involved in anti-bullying programs, and what I thought was most honorable about all of her accomplishments is her goal is to go off to college, learn to be an elementary school teacher, and come back to Edison and give back to the township that's given so much to her.
I'd like to start by saying I'm so thankful and grateful for the honor of being named Student of the Year, and I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for choosing me for this award. I did not see it coming, ever. When my mom told me, I was very surprised, actually. But ironically, though, the reason I'm standing here being able to accept this award is not because of me. I'm here due to the tremendous support system that I have behind me. And personally, I'd like to thank everyone who I got to invite here tonight, because each and every one of you has affected me in a positive way that has built my character to who I am today.
So when I joined this chamber about 7 to 8 years ago, and my whole aim was to bridge the gap between the Indian Business Association and the American Business Association. I've succeeded so far. So this event today is basically to give back to the community, to recognize the people who have worked above and beyond and gone out of the way to make a difference to the community and help people. Edison Chamber of Commerce takes pride in representing those people and giving back to them and awarding them for their services. Thank you very much, and I do hope that in the future our Indian community and the American community get together and grow Edison.
So it's a great honor and very humbling to receive this award. No one person can do this thing. You know, it's a teamwork between clients, township officials, you know, all the consultants, everybody related in the construction industry, our family and friends. We can't do stuff without their support in the back. And of course, the man upstairs, nothing happens without him. Once again, thanks to the Edison Chamber of Commerce and everybody else involved for this award.
Feels great, you know, it's like one in the whole city of Edison Township, which is a big town, a major town. To be awarded this kind of a project, this kind of an award, it's a great honor, and it's humbling. And of course, it does not happen just by one person. It's a team operation with the clients, with township officials, with the family, friends, and of course the man upstairs. Without his grace, nothing happens. So you know, we continue to do this, and we hope we can provide the best services going forward.
Hi, my name is Suchitra Kamath. I'm from Minuteman Press in Edison, and we had a great night tonight for the Edison Awards at the Pines Manor, and Minuteman Press Edison was actually a sponsor to the event, and I'm very proud and very happy, and I really want to congratulate all the winners of the awards tonight.
Now we have these community announcements. The Mohan brothers, Lakshay Mohan and Ayush Mohan, grand disciples of Ravi Shankar, are bringing their unique style of Jugalbandi to New York City today at Symphony Space, located at 2537 Broadway in Manhattan. The Mohan Brothers Strings Harmony Tour will begin at 5 p.m. sharp. For tickets, call 212-864-5400. Bob's Melville in Long Island is celebrating Diwali and Anakut in November. Diwali and Chopta Puja will be celebrated on Wednesday, November 7th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. The Anakut Darshan will take place on Thursday, November 8th during the entire day. Well, that is all the time we have for today's Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. Do join us next Sunday for the special edition of Vision of Asia, and continue to watch additional community coverage every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. on ITV Gold. Follow us on ITV Gold's Facebook page and feel free to share details of events at itvgold.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can watch Vision of Asia anytime, anywhere. See you next week at the same time for Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. Until then, have a great week ahead. I'm Kala Shankar. Namaste.